Now, Storm Team 11 meteorologist Jeremy Eisenzoff.
All right, welcome back, everyone. It is a really nice start to our Wednesday live picture from downtown Johnson City through our General Shale Skycam network. And this is the time of the day when you want to be outside as much as you can. And we're talking mid-60s now. Of course, we're cooling off, and as temperatures cool off, it reaches the dew point temperature. And that's when we are looking at some fog developing. Look at that, visibility in Wise down to 0, back up to Clintwood and Pikeville. So obviously some fog really thickening up there across parts of the Cumberland Mountains. Really fog free for the most part here in the Tri-Cities. But right now, upper 50s up into the Blue Ridge Mountains, mid 60s here, and look at that sunshine heats things up very quickly. And we're talking low 90s. Churchill, Jonesville 92, Abingdon's 87, Elizabethton you're about 88, 89, Mountain City 85. And so yeah, the heart of the Tri-Cities are talking low 90s. Gate City about 90, Wise, Clintwood, Grundy. Yes, you are going to be feeling the heat today. Looking at probably closer to 80 degrees up towards Roan Mountain. That model data a little too high for Roan, but about 80 degrees there. And overall, we hold on to this hot, dry weather forecast. Remember, high pressure, keeps the air, a lot of sinking air. And as that air sinks, it warms up. So it's going to be very hot, very dry, mostly dry weather pattern, not just today, but over the next couple of days. This is Thursday. Maybe a stray shower across the mountains in North Carolina, across the Blue Ridge. But other than that, high and dry for the next couple of days on through Friday. So hot and sunny and dry through the end of the week. Checking out those temperatures, low 90s again tomorrow. Once again on Friday. Now, we are going to cool off pretty comfortably in the lower 60s here. But yes, it will be sunny and hot during the afternoon. So temperatures trending from the 60s this morning. Looking at some low 90s here by 3 o'clock here. So it is definitely going to be a hot day today. And remember back in December and January when it was like 20 degrees outside and you were hoping for 90 degrees? Well, your wish has finally come true. And so you're wishing for 90s, and here we are enjoying some 90s for the next couple of days. Storms really hold off until the weekend. Then the humidity comes back. Then it gets a little hot and humid. Right now it's just going to be hot for the next couple of days. Hey, it's time to give away an umbrella. This will be a good tool to have for shade. Who says you can't use an umbrella when it's sunny outside? This is a Storm Team 11 and Johnson City Ford umbrella giveaway winner, Albert Owens. Congratulations, Albert. You're today's winner. Come on down, pick up your umbrella, and of course go to our web address there to register to win. But umbrellas can be used multiple different ways.
And in this week's shade, right?
Make a nice little shade for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's big enough, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. I slipped outside during the commercial break there. Two things. Number one, the temperature's nearly perfect out there. It is cool right now, so if you want to get outside, yeah. But also the moon is just awesome out there this morning.
Full moon.
Full moon.
That is crazy.
Lighting it up. That's good stuff. That's right. But here I am back in the windowless room. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, Jeremy. Well, it's day 3 of the Republican National Convention. The theme of the day is Making America First Again.
Yesterday, Donald Trump and Mike Pence officially became the party's nominees.
As Weijia Zhang reports from Cleveland, the night was supposed to hinge on the economy, but many of the speakers used their address to attack Hillary Clinton.
Congratulations, Dad, we love you!
The second day of the RNC proved to be a family affair. After Donald Trump was formally named the GOP's presidential nominee, 2 of his children addressed the convention during primetime.
He's always helped me be the best version of myself.
I know that when people tell him it can't be done, that guarantees that he gets it done.
Trump's rival turned ally Chris Christie electrified the crowd with his so-called indictment of Hillary Clinton.
For risking America's secrets to keep her own and lying to cover it all up.
Clinton fired back at Christie over Twitter, writing, "If you think Chris Christie can lecture anyone on ethics, we have a bridge to sell you." Then the war of words continued immediately after Christie's speech.
If Hillary Clinton wants to take me on, I'm happy to take her on every day between now and the end of the campaign.
The biggest speech of the convention tonight will come from Indiana Governor Mike Pence, who officially became Trump's running mate yesterday.
California Delegate Marilyn Barkey is looking forward to his address.
I look forward to hearing what they'll do together and how they'll put America first.
Pastor Darrell Scott will also speak today.
I'm going to speak from my heart concerning the Mr. Trump that I know.
Ivanka Trump will introduce her father tomorrow on the final night of the convention. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Cleveland.
Day one of the RNC was overshadowed by allegations Melania Trump plagiarized Michelle Obama's 2008 speech, which the Trump campaign denies. A source tells CBS News the original draft of the speech did not include any of the language from the First Lady's speech.
Well, First Lady Michelle Obama is warming up her vocal cords.
She'll be tonight's guest on James Corden's Carpool Karaoke. Find out when you can catch the First Lady next.
Keeping our eye on entertainment this morning, the viral sensation Carpool Karaoke is airing a special episode tonight. First Lady Michelle Obama is joining late host James Corden for a historic edition of the segment. The show normally features famous musicians, but tonight the two will take a tour around the nation's capital. You can catch that right here on News Channel 11 at 12:37 a.m. Lady Gaga and her fiancé, actor Taylor Kinney, are on a break. A representative for the singer broke the news to the Associated Press on Tuesday. The two were engaged last year on Valentine's Day. They met in 2011 on the set of one of Gaga's videos. Gaga currently is working on her next solo album, which will come after 2014's Grammy-winning Cheek to Cheek with Tony Bennett. She won a Golden Globe this year for her role in the series American Horror Story Hotel, and she was also nominated for an Academy Award this year. Kinney stars in the NBC drama Chicago Fire. While Lady Gaga's wedding is on hold, Pippa Middleton is planning to say I do. Middleton is the younger sister of Kate Middleton, who married Prince William in 2011. Middleton is set to marry financial guru James Matthews. Kensington Palace says the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are delighted with the news. In a statement, Middleton and Matthews said they plan to marry next year. Well, the Johnson City Cardinals are set to take on the Greenville Astros tonight. Good news for fans. Tonight is all-you-can-eat hot dogs, popcorn, and nacho night. Fans can purchase a special wristband to enjoy the deal. All you have to do is head on over to the Cardinals website.
All-you-can-eat hot dog night. Maybe it's an all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink night as well. Might need that nice cold drink today. It's going to be hot out there this afternoon. Right now, a little fog here as temperatures continue to cool off now. And up towards Clintwood Wise, down towards Nicholasville, seeing some of that fog build in. And so be careful traveling out and about here. It is a foggy part of the day, but it is the coolest part of the day as well. So looking at some 60s there. So very, very nice here through the Tri-Cities. As we head through the day today, sunny 85 at noon and sunny and about 92 at least at 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock about 91. So sunny, hot and dry today. And we stay sunny, hot and dry through the end of the week. So more on the heat wave. We actually finally will see some storms coming in over the weekend, but a lot of great summer weather to get out and enjoy it.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Well, temperatures are warming up in the Tri-Cities.
And it's part of a global trend. Find out what records 2016 is breaking next on News Channel 11 and ABC Tri-Cities. NASA says the first 6 months of 2016 were the hottest ever recorded. It also says Arctic sea ice now covers 40% less of the Earth than it did just 30 years ago. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says the planet has now had 14 consecutive months of its hottest temperatures since records started in 1880. Places seeing the biggest warm-ups: Hong Kong, Spain, and New Zealand.
And that isn't the only big news coming from NASA this morning.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
That was legendary astronaut Neil Armstrong on this day back in 1969. On July 20th, 1969, Apollo 11 touched down on the lunar surface at 4:18 p.m. Eastern Time. It only had 30 seconds worth of fuel remaining. It had taken off on the morning of July 16th, carrying Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. A little over 6 hours later, with more than 500 million people watching, Armstrong became the first man to set foot on the moon.
And he played a little golf, because that's what you do when you go to the moon.
There you go.
I bet his golf ball went a long way.
Yes, it did. Boy, I'd like that drive myself here on Mother Earth. Warm, we just also talked about some warm temperatures, and we are certainly not immune to those warm temperatures. It's been hot for a while now.
Well, we've got a big heat wave that's really been impacting the central part of the country for many days now, and so that heat wave is kind of spreading eastward today. So we've already seen temperatures in the low 90s. That's nothing new, but at least the extent of the 90s pretty much all week long. But we're going to stay hot and dry. You know, with high pressure, that's kind of a sinking motion, so the air is going to be sinking. There's a lot of subsidence going on, and so that keeps those temperatures very, very hot and dry. Sunshine, no storm threat as well today. And if you're headed out to the Fun Fest today, I would highly encourage 1 o'clock. Get into that splash dance. Should be great out there to cool off. But more on how long this heat wave is going to last. More on our next chance for storms coming up this weekend, all on that 7-day in just a couple of minutes.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Well, roads in our region are looking a little like Bristol Motor Speedway than city streets, and we'll have that story coming up after the break.
Despite several crashes, police say some are still driving too fast on a busy Tri-Cities road. With the August race and the Battle of Bristol coming in just a few weeks, Bluff City police are trying to make sure people follow the speed limit. Police have their eyes on Highway 11E in Bluff City. Over the past few years, they've seen several crashes, some of them deadly. The speed limit on the road is 45 miles per hour. Police say at times they've seen drivers going double that speed. News Channel 11's Kristen Kwan caught up with police to find out how they're making sure drivers slow down.
Take a ride on U.S. Highway 11E in Bluff City, and you'll see a lot of this: speeding.
We've clocked them before, sometimes in excess of 80, 90 miles an hour. They just come flying through there.
Bluff City Police Detective Mark Stewart says this road has been a problem for years. Cars flying over the hill.
Just a really bad spot.
So we decided to check it out ourselves using a radar gun we bought online.
This car's going 68.
And found people going well above the posted 45 miles per hour speed limit.
51, 61.
Businesses off Highway 11E are no strangers to the speed.
Yeah, you got to watch when you pull out.
Not only speed, but during the weekends when the flea market is open, people try to cross the 4-lane, backing up traffic for almost a mile.
It's just hard to get across. You know, you have people, one car gets in the medium, and then you've got backed up in the outside lane, and that's caused some accidents.
Police say they would like to have a turning lane put in to help with the traffic.
Yeah, if they could get a turning lane there to, kind of offset it and keep people who's going to the flea market out of the travel lanes would be great.
Until then, police are stepping up patrols and warning people to slow down.
Use caution right there, especially like I said, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Make sure and slow down. You can just about guarantee there's going to be cars stopped there trying to turn in.
Kristen Kwan reporting. Bluff City police say that most of their tickets are written because of speeding on U.S. Highway 11E. The city is known for their speed cameras on another stretch of Highway 11E just a couple miles away, but because of a change in the law, those cameras are not an option.
Look at that. The moon is setting. The sun is rising. What a beautiful place to be. And this midsummer morning, a lot of sunshine, a lot of heat. It's going to be great out there the next few days. But of course, try to find a cool place to be. We'll talk all about the heat wave coming up next.
I called Tom Patton. He said he couldn't tell me anything and that it was too early in the morning because it was 6:30 in the morning. That's what he said. Yeah, honestly,
Breaking news this morning, we are following a situation in Kingsport.
News Channel 11 is on the scene, and they have been for the last several minutes. Here's Micah Smith.
Good morning, Casey and Anna. There's clearly an active crime scene happening here on Donaldson Street in Kingsport. We don't know much at all. I put in a call to Kingsport's public information officer with the police department, and he told me that he's not prepared to release any details at this time. I also asked an officer on scene. He again said they're not prepared to tell us anything at this time, but I'm going to step out of the way because I want you to see what exactly is happening here right now. We can see investigators inside of the home that are collecting evidence. We're seeing crime tape. Also see a few toys on the front porch, and I did ask a neighbor if she saw anything. She says that she did hear a lot of sirens coming up the street probably around 2 a.m. this morning, and she said that she does know that children do live inside of the house. Just a few moments ago, a coroner's van actually pulled out of the driveway and left, so Coroner Sullivan County's coroner was on scene here this morning. Again, we're trying to gather as many details as possible, just not much available at this point in time. That's not going to stop us from trying to find out more. We'll check in with you at the end of the show, but for now, reporting live in Kingsport, Micah Smith, News Channel 11 in your corner.
All right. Thank you, Micah. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Micah. As Micah just mentioned, the call came in early this morning. She is in